Alright guys, so this is my custom how to do the door panels. I've taken out the 3 screws. There's previous pictures on the post. Take those out, and then pretty much you're going to want to use some good old-fashioned arm grease, or whatever you guys say in the United States of America. So just want to pull really hard. Just give it a good shot. They're just pressure clips and it comes right out. Give it a good pull, right? And then after that, you're gonna have the harness here, as you can see, for the window. And then you got these 2 metal clips right here that you're gonna want to take out. Alright, so now what you're gonna want to do, right? There's just want to pull this guy here like that. Right, snips out. Same thing with this guy. Okay, and then you got your little plastic pins here. Just push them off. Push them off. Comes undone. And then down here, you got your plug. And there's just a pin. Down here. Sorry about the bad camera thing. I'm by myself doing this. So just push on that little pin, pull off, and there you go. You got your. Alright, so for step 3, you're gonna want to make sure you put on something that's not going to damage the your door panel, because you have to have it face down to remove all the screws. You're looking at taking out all these screws all the way around, and then there's some under here, some here. So once you get those all out, alright guys, so once all the screws are out, okay, a total of 19 screws I believe. Okay, all the screws are out. It's pretty much, you just pull it right out, and there you go. Okay, so there you go. There's the piece that I'm going to be changing. Now the thing that's really cool that I really like about our GTSs, and I believe probably the same thing with the other models, is that it's pretty much in 4 pieces, the whole door panel. The whole piece here, let me flip this around for you. Actually 5 pieces, I'm sorry. This piece right here, where you have the control for the window, okay, that comes out. This whole top piece here comes out. This whole piece in here comes out. Now this piece here as well, the pocket, that piece comes out too, so if you want to paint that to match your material. So our cars are really good to be customized, interior as well as exterior, and that's so far what I'm going to be doing. So here what you're going to want to do, okay, as you can see, is you're going to want to rip out the material, because you can leave it in if you want to. The reason why I'm taking it out is because in case I ever wanted to go back to stock, this piece of material right here is in perfect condition. I can just rip out the red that I'm putting in and glue back the original fabric. So all you got to do is find a corner and so find a corner, pretty much just pull, right? And just pull that off like that. It's pretty easy. Be careful because you don't want to break the plastic, so as you work down the piece of material, make sure you follow it with your hands. You're not putting all the tension on the end here like so. So you make sure you just pull that all off, which is pretty easy. Alright, so I have my suede here, my red suede, and I got my original piece of suede right there. Basically, the way I do it is I'm just gonna cut down here, right, for about the size that I need, and then you'll see in the later steps is what I do with the leftover. So right now I'm just gonna cut my piece here. Alright, now my piece of suede, okay, it comes with a like a backing, which I will be removing, which is basically the same thing as I did with the with this suede. As I pulled it off, I'm just going to be doing the same thing. I'm just going to be taking apart the piece of suede and the backing. I'm just going to be taking that off, so it's a little bit easier to manipulate, because there are some hard edges on our door panel inserts. So I'm just going to cut this, and then we'll go to the next step. Alright, so I'm using Super 77, as you can see. I use this a lot for my poker tables that I build and whatnot. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to shake it, right? And then you're going to want to apply a lighter coat on your material, because if you put your coat's too heavy, what's going to do is going to seep through the material, and then you're going to get blotches of glue through your material because it's so thin. So you're going to want to put a little heavier coat on your insert, unless you want to get some tacky on the material, just enough so that's going to, when you combine them together, it's going to stick properly. So what I'm going to do here, shake this a bit more, and then you're going to want to just basically go a nice light coat, nothing too excessive, right? Let's go across like that. Just make sure you get a good coat on there. Nothing aggressive like that. See, that's just perfect. And you see like how it got like cloudy-ish, I guess you can say. I'm not good with the terminologies considering I speak French. But so with this, you're going to want to make sure you get a nice coat on there. What you're going to want to do once this is, fuck, it's starting to rain, but once you get this covered, you're going to want to let it tack a bit. So you're going to want to get a good coat on there, and you're going to want to let it, like I said, sit for maybe, I don't know, about a minute, just so it kind of dries a bit with the air, and it's going to get that really nice tackiness. And then from there, you're going to want to start, because unfortunately I'm by myself. It's going to be really hard for me to film this properly, but what you're going to do is you're going to want to start from the top here. And you're going to want to work from this corner and kind of push the material down to where this big arm part is, right? Because what's going to happen if you start here and you work that way, your material is going to fold, because you started here, and your material is going to fold and you're going to have creases throughout your whole insert piece. So you're going to want to start from the upper corner and then push your material down towards here, because when you get here, you can be able to kind of pull it and manipulate the material so that you don't get these creases in here at all. So what I do now is I set up my material and my piece like this. Okay, let me see, maybe if I can put the camera here. Let's see what that looks like. Alright, you might be able to see that, guys. I'm sorry for the crappiness of me being by myself, but so what I do here is just come over here like this and push down my piece. It's going to grab the material like so. And remember, I'm by myself, so you're going to want to start. You're just going to want to rub in, you know, you want to go bit by bit. It's like almost like putting on a decal. For any of you who have already put on a decal, it's pretty much the same idea, and you want to make sure you massage it in, that it tacks just right. Okay, and you're going to want to work over here a bit. And don't be afraid to pull it back. The glue's still tacky enough that you can play around with it for a while, but if you play around with it too much, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to pull the two pieces back and then reapply some glue